The diplomatic reception aboard the Centauri flagship was proceeding smoothly until Ambassador Johnson made what the aliens considered a fatal error in judgment. He had accepted their offer of refreshments. "Perhaps something mild to drink?" suggested High Minister Velkareth, his tentacles gesturing toward an ornate crystalline vessel. "We have prepared our gentlest intoxicant, only 0.3% ethanol content. Even our younglings can consume this safely." The assembled Centauri delegation watched with barely concealed amusement as the human ambassador accepted the delicate glass. Across the galaxy, the Centauri were known for their legendary alcohol tolerance. Their homeworld's fermented fruit produced beverages that could dissolve metal, and their weakest drinks had hospitalized visiting diplomats from dozens of species. Johnson examined the pale blue liquid, swirled it experimentally, and took a small sip. The Centauri waited for the inevitable reaction. Humans were rumored to be particularly fragile when it came to intoxicants. Instead, Johnson's eyebrows raised slightly. "This is interesting. Very smooth. Almost like, well, it's weaker than most of our children's cough medicine back home." High Minister Velkareth's 4 eyes blinked in sequence, a sign of confusion. "Pardon the translation error. Did you say children's medicine?" "Oh yes," Johnson replied casually, finishing the glass in one gulp. "We give stronger stuff to kids when they have sore throats. This is quite pleasant though, very refreshing. Do you happen to have anything with a bit more kick to it?" The Centauri exchanged glances that would have been nervous if their species were capable of nervousness. Velkareth gestured to an aide, who brought forth a bottle marked with warning symbols. "This is stronger," the High Minister said carefully. "Perhaps 3% concentration. We typically reserve this for experienced drinkers during celebration ceremonies." Johnson accepted the new glass and sampled it thoughtfully. "Better. This has some character. Back on Earth, we'd call this a light beer. Maybe something for breakfast drinking." "Breakfast drinking?" The translator struggled with the concept. "Sure, when you want to start the day easy. Not like the serious stuff." Johnson paused. "Actually, this reminds me of a funny story. My Irish grandmother used to make moonshine that was probably 60% alcohol. Family gatherings got pretty interesting." The Centauri delegation had gone completely silent. Their serious ceremonial intoxicant, a beverage that had rendered unconscious the last 3 species to attempt consumption, was being compared to breakfast beverages and grandmother's recipes. Velkareth decided on desperate measures. He ordered his aide to retrieve the emergency medical alcohol, 99% pure ethanol used for sterilizing surgical equipment. Surely this would demonstrate the folly of the human's bravado. "This is not for consumption," Velkareth warned as the medical alcohol arrived. "It is used only for equipment sterilization. Highly dangerous." Johnson sniffed the container and shrugged. "Smells like vodka. Not the good stuff, but drinkable." He took a swig that would have killed most galactic species and considered it thoughtfully. "A bit harsh on the finish, but I've had worse at college parties." That's when Johnson made his request that would echo through diplomatic circles for decades. "This has been delightful, but do you have anything stronger? Maybe in bulk? I was thinking about bringing something back for my unit. They're having a poker night next week. Could I possibly get a barrel of your strongest stuff?" High Minister Velkareth stared at the human who had just consumed enough pure alcohol to sterilize a surgical suite and was now requesting industrial quantities for a casual card game. In his official report, Velkareth would write, "Recommend immediate revision of human biological assessments. Species demonstrates impossible tolerance for intoxicants. Advise extreme caution in any future drinking contests. Also suggest we research what they call moonshine." The Centauri never discovered that Johnson hadn't even started feeling the effects yet.